Welcome, beautiful people, to reCULTUREview, where we review all things pop culture. Hear the latest in TV and film, music, and celebrity news, cause it's reCULTUREview. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of reCULTUREview. I am so happy to be with you today. My name is Mo Elise, and I will be your host. And if you don't already know what reCULTUREview is, basically we're just reviewing all things culture, pop culture more specifically. So TV and film, music, celebrity news, all that you can get right here. And since it's the first episode, I thought what better way to kick off the first episode than y'all to get to know a little bit about me. So we're going to go through topics, and then I'm going to tell you some stuff that I like. So let's dive into TV and film. And before we get into the TV and film topics, I thought what better way to get to know me, your host, than to tell y'all some of my favorite TV shows and movies. I call them my comfort shows and movies. That means I can listen to them and watch them all the time. So for TV shows, the first one I really love is How to Get Away with Murder. If y'all don't know that, that's with Viola Davis, and she's a lawyer, and she has a Keaton 5, and I just love the whole show. It's off air now, but y'all should really go rewatch that. Also, This Is Us. It's another drama. It makes you cry, so if you don't want to cry, then don't really watch that show, but like it's so good. It's about a family and the family through different decades, which I really love. Another show that I really love is Never Have I Ever, which is on Netflix. And it's about this Indian girl, her going through high school. And it's a really funny show you all should watch. Grey's Anatomy, I know a lot of people love Grey's Anatomy. I've been watching Grey's Anatomy since I was like 5, which I probably shouldn't have, but don't tell my mama, but I really was. But all these seasons, it's just so good. And it never gets boring, even though characters die, so you will be crying about that. But it can never go wrong. And one of my last comfort shows is Friends. I know a lot of people, especially African-American people, we don't really watch Friends, but Friends is a really good show. It's so funny. They have 10 seasons, but it never gets old. Some movies that I really love, I'm really, really big on romance movies. I don't know why, because love is not really that big on my list, but romance movies are just so good and so fun. So it's this movie called Plus One on Hulu that I really enjoy. Love Jones, which everyone should know. It's a classic black movie. I love Love Jones. To All the Boys, it's not that good of a movie if I'm honest, but I just love it because it's just so cheesy. Hairspray, I love musicals. I love to sing. That's why I got my tattoo right here, because I love to sing and stuff. So Hairspray is a really good movie. It's about segregation, but they also make it fun. And another movie I really love is Another Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff. That's a great movie. Which leads me into my topic. The new movie, the Cinderella movie, came out. Y'all, it is trash. Do not watch that movie. I tried. I had a physical headache from watching that movie. It's with Camila Cabello, Billy Porter. If y'all don't know him, he's from Pose. Idina Menzel, she played Elsa in Frozen. And y'all, the first song was Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation. And that song, I don't know who mixed it. I don't know who decided on that song, but it was not good. The movie is very, very predictable. Camila, she did better acting than I thought she was going to do, if I'm honest. But still, her singing, like I was telling my sister, like, she just singing words. I felt no emotion from her. Like, you Cinderella, you supposed to be down bad, and I don't even feel that from you. And y'all, they promoted this movie with Billy Porter so much. And he was in one scene. He was in one scene, and he was introduced in the movie. That's it. He just got a check and dipped. And y'all, do not get me started on James Corden in that movie. Y'all, just don't watch it. If you're going to watch it, be prepared. Take some headache medicine. Do what you got to do. But another movie that's good is the new Spider-Man movie. I saw the trailer. I can't wait. It looks like we're going to get into the multiverse with Doctor Strange and all that. So looks like it's going to be a good movie. Marvel really can't do no wrong, to me, in my opinion. And Tom Holland can't do no wrong in Spider-Man. A lot of people want the old Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, to come back. I personally don't think they're going to come back. I just don't think it's going to happen. If it does, then yay, that's great. But as viewers, I feel like you shouldn't look for that. Now let's dive into music. Of course, what everybody been talking about this past week is Drake finally dropping Certified Lover Boy. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, like I have not stopped listening to the album. Don't get me wrong, it's not his best album, but it's pretty good. Some of my favorite tracks on there is No Friends in This Industry, TSU, You Only Live Twice. But overall, he went 21 for 21. Like, all them songs are good, and people just hating on Drake just to say, it's Drake. They don't want to be the popular ones. Now, this Donda versus Certified Lover Boy, Drake versus Kanye, I'm going to be so honest, y'all. I can't have an opinion because I could not get through Donda. Like, Kanye is a genius, don't get me wrong, but it was just too much. Like, he did all them shows, and then come to find out he didn't even want the album released yet. And I'm just like, Kanye, we don't have time for all this. I definitely don't have time for all this. So I can't really say, like, which album is better. I will say that from what I heard from other people, Certified Lover Boy is kind of more universal than Donda. But, hey, you can't knock Kanye. You can't knock Drake. They both getting their money. They don't care about my opinion. They don't care about nobody's opinion, really. But at the same time, they need to squash this beef because what's the point of it? You two grown men getting money. What's the point of you beefing? For what? I still don't know what they really beefing about. Like, who the best? Neither one of them, if we honest. But that's just my 2 cents. Now, I'm going to tell y'all one thing just to get to know me better. I love music. I love, love, love music. And I have some favorite artists such as Neo. She's a neo-soul singer. The first song you should listen to her is, I think you should listen to Bad Blood, or you should listen to In the Morning by Neo first. Big Sean, he's my favorite rapper. He not the best, but he's my favorite rapper. Detroit 2 is one of his best albums that he just released. Ari Lennox is also one of my favorite artists. Shea Butter Baby is so, so good. And some of my comfort albums or albums that I really love is Bigger Love by John Legend. I didn't expect to really love that album because John Legend, besides Ordinary People, I really didn't listen to him like that. But Bigger Love is so good. His song with Janae Aiko on that song, on the album, You Move, I Move is the best song ever. I want that played at my wedding. Another one of my favorite albums is Over It by Summer Walker. Everybody listen to that album. Like, I don't know how she gonna top that album, if I'm honest. Shea Butter Baby by Ari Lennox again is my favorite album. She actually coming out with a song Friday, which will be the 10th, and I can't wait for that song to come out. And just a random album that I really like is Choir Master by Ricky Diller. It's a gospel album, but I just love choir music, and Ricky Diller can do no wrong when it comes to choir music. Now, let's move on to celebrity news. Now, y'all, I don't know why, but for some reason, celebrity news, what celebrities are doing, has always caught my attention. And I know they're just regular people, but it's just something about knowing what they're doing that's just, really interesting to me. And one of the things that was so interesting to me this past week was Tom Holland, who is Spider-Man. He had posted Zendaya, who is MJ in the movies, and he had posted a caption for her birthday, and it was like, my MJ, give me a call and all that stuff. And everybody went wild, including me, because everybody thinking, oh, yeah, they finally official. And I hope they are official because they are a really cute couple. Also, in celebrity news, Dancing with the Stars today, as of the 8th, they had posted, they finally released the full cast for season 30. And looking at this cast list, I don't know really anybody. It's this man named Jimmy Allen, who's a country star. They got JoJo Siwa. They got one of the Spice Girls, Kenya Moore, who was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Iman Shumpert, who is Tiana Taylor's husband as well as an NBA player. And everybody's talking about they got Olivia Jade. Now, I know most of y'all probably don't know who that is, but her mother is Becky from Full House. And Becky, of course, got into this whole big ordeal for paying USC, or whatever college it was. I believe it was USC. Yeah, USC, paying them to get her daughter into school, which her daughter didn't even graduate, didn't even really want to go. But apparently she's back. And, we got The Bachelor, Matt James. But from what I'm looking at, it's nobody really to me that sticks out. But who are we kidding? Like, Dancing with the Stars haven't been popular in so long, and they just going downhill. they messed up when they got rid of Tom Bergeron for Tyra Banks. Like, I love Tyra. I'm all about women, especially women of color, but she is not a good host. So we'll see what season 30 brings. I'm not having any hopes or promises. I guess I would go for Iman Shumpert or Kenya or JoJo to win. I don't know. But at this rate, it's anybody's game. Now, another couple, speaking of couples, Brad and Angelina Jolie, they are still fighting. They've been divorced since like 2016, and they're still fighting over their kids and for divorce and all that other stuff. And I'm just like, I used to be a diehard Brad and Angelina. I'm just like, if they can't make it, who can? But it got me thinking about celebrity couples who are actually still together, who really make me believe in love, including like LeBron James and his wife Savannah. You never hear anything about them. Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds. If you don't know who they are, Blake Lively was in Gossip Girl. Ryan Reynolds was in Deadpool and other stuff. Angela Bassett and her husband Courtney Vance, who plays every preacher in every movie. Like, I think they've been together for like 30 years. And also Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr., they was in Scooby-Doo together. She played Daphne, he played Fred, I believe. But like, those couples made me believe in love. I was gonna say Will and Jada, but y'all know how that's going right now, so I don't know what they got going. So this is a segment I like to call Top Pick. Each episode, I'm going to pick my top thing that happened in culture that I just either couldn't believe happened or just like my favorite thing that happened. And this one happened like 2 or 3 weeks ago in August, but people are still talking about it. So this is Bishop Sycamore, a fake high school. They got on ESPN to play a game against a real high school, and they lost like 58-0 against this high school called IMG. And people just want to know, like, ESPN, how could you let this happen? How could you let a fake high school team get on air? And how did they pass, like, the protocol? How did they pass, like, testing or whatever? People saying that the coach got arrest warrants and that he been to jail. People saying that some of the players played junior college football and they was getting hurt. Like, it was so bad. And the reason why I'm on my phone, because I'm looking at an Instagram post for those who watching on YouTube. But and like the commentators on ESPN, they were dogging them out. They were like, we don't know how they got on here. So I know now ESPN, when they have another high school game, they gonna go in on the high school. They gonna make sure you got real players, real coaches, real staff. You a real school. They might do a school visit just to make sure this doesn't happen again. But I just want to be in that room. I really want to be in that ESPN room when they realize that, wow, we got a fake team on here. And y'all, please look up on Twitter, watch some of these videos. Somebody had did a whole thread on Twitter. But they had the training staff from IMG helping the players when they got hurt. Their Bishop Sycamore team looked like soccer moms was their athletic trainer. Like, I don't know what was going on. The quarterback looked like he should have been a wide receiver. It was just a lot going on. And then the man who was apparently Bishop Sycamore's coach talking about, oh yeah, we don't offer curriculum. We not a real team. Like, how you gonna be that bold and saying that you're not a real team? Yet you weren't that bold to say that when you had to get on ESPN. Like, how did he get these players to even agree to this? I bet they won't agree to it no more, because when I tell you almost all of them were injured, all of them were injured. But anyway, that's enough rambling. That's my top pick of the week. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to reCULTUREview. We'll see you next time.